Hi, I'm Stephanie Edwards. I'm one of the hosts of the Bless Your Books blog, and my co host is Courtney Turner Hoyle. She's also an author and a very talented mom. We have another great mom with us tonight, and her name is Joan Berry. Courtney, I'm going to let you and Joan have a great conversation. I may jump in for a few questions here and there. Go on whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Stephanie. Miss Joan, would you mind showing us the book in your hand and telling us just a little about why you wrote it?
Yes, this is about my daughter, Johnia Berry. Johnia was murdered in 2004. So this has been a long journey for me. And I just want people to be aware that this can happen to anyone at any time. We're not excluded from anything like this. And it was my hope by sharing my story that it would help others and bring awareness to the community and to better laws that our state needs.
Now, also mentioned in the book are some things that you have gotten started or have gotten for the state of Tennessee. And in fact, one was the John Berry Act 2007. Would you like to tell us about some of that?
Yes. After Johnia's murder, we found out that Tennessee did not collect DNA if you were arrested for violent felons. So a lot of felons fall through the cracks, and we needed to make sure that DNA was collected. So that took 2 years to get that enhanced and passed in Tennessee, and that was a big step in the right direction for victims.
Mm-hmm. And you're also responsible for helping along the Victim Photo Life Bill and Truth in Sentencing.
Yes, I'm very passionate about victims' rights. So I think that as far as the photo bill goes, I felt like in my heart that it was important that the victims can be shown when you're in court instead of just seeing the crime scene photos. I think they need to know that the person that the victim has a face also. So that was very, very important to me.
Speaking of having victims and their faces, you also have a foundation you started called Hope for Victims. Will you tell us about that?
Yes, I started that after Johnia's murder also because I found out that there's not a lot of support out there, and I wanted to meet with others, and we share our stories, and we work together to for legislation and better laws.
On the cover of your book is a picture of Johnia, and it's one of the most popular pictures that everyone's seen of her. Could you tell us about when that was taken and why it was so important to you for that picture to be used?
This picture of Johnia was taken on her 21st birthday, which was in August. And that was August 2004 that it was taken. And she was murdered in December 2004. So this was the last picture that we have of Johnia before her murder.
I'm not going to go too far into the murder on this because I do want people to read the book and to discover everything for themselves with that, as well as the name of the murderer. But I would like to talk a little bit about Johnia's character because that's really what shines through. And in your cover, it shows a door with light shining on Johnia because she is like the light of this whole thing. And so will you please tell us more about
Well, Johnia was she was just she was a happy person. She was full of life. She loved everyone. She loved life. She loved helping others. She had a great love for children. and she just bubbled. She just would light up the room when she would come in, and she had many friends, and there's just no words to explain how I think that, of course, I think she was great, but everyone else loved her too. And, you know, just, she's just a good soul. She was a good soul.
I noticed that there's a picture behind you of, and it appears that's a picture of John, and I know that's in the book. Will you talk about that, please?
Yes, that was a portrait that a friend of mine painted of Johna when she was in second grade. So it's very dear to my heart, and my family has enjoyed it tremendously. And all of the little toys lying around her are her toys, and her little jewelry box, and she actually has a strand of my pearls in her hand that she's putting around her neck. Johna loved to dress up, so you know, so it's all about, there's lots of things in there that represent how she liked to play and how she loved things.
Now, you're from Knoxville now, and that's where you live now. And so in Eastern Tennessee, there's the Johna Berry Toy Drive. Would you like to talk to us about when it kicks off, when it ends, what all it entails?
Yes. Well, we started the toy drive 19 years ago. This will be the 19th year. Like I said earlier, Johna had a great love for children, and the night that she was murdered, she was wrapping toys that she had bought for children, and we decided to carry that on, and it has grown tremendously over the years. And we work through the school systems and the other charities that work with children, and it's it's a wonderful cause. It keeps me busy during the holidays. I won't say that holidays are very sad if you've lost a loved one like this. So this keeps me busy and my family busy, so we don't have much time to, to be sad and sit around. So that seems to have worked for me over the years, is for me to stay busy doing things.
It's great that you turned such a sad event in your life into something positive for so many other families. So thank you for doing that and for thinking of our children in East Tennessee. That really means a lot.
Yes,
Well, thank you.
Thank you to you and your family.
And
that.
I thank you for everything you've done. Your help has been tremendous. I could never have done this without you, and I am so grateful that you came into my life.
Well, I'm grateful that you're in my life, and I appreciate you more than you know. And thank you. Is there anything else you would like to bring up?
No, I hope that people that can get the book, and that they read it, and that they realize that there's so much work to be done, and that if we could work together, we can make a difference. I think working together makes a difference, and it over the years I have found out that numbers, make a difference. Numbers, there's voice in numbers. They listen.
That's absolutely true. Now, I know that as we film this, it's September 24th, but tomorrow, September 25th, the book will be released. It'll be available through all major online retailers, sorry. And it will be of course, available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, anything that you can imagine. It'll be available in print and ebook form. And also, Miss Joan will be selling them through her websites, hopeforvictims.org and johnaberry.org. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, good. And so you can order signed copies through her websites. If you're seeking a signed copy, she will sign it and send it to you if you order from those websites.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else that you would like to add, I really appreciate you being here with us tonight. Um, thank you for sharing your book with us. Now, I know that the book does detail the murder, so it is considered a true crime and a biography of Johnia. So if you think it's just about Johnia, it's about Johnia, it's about the murder, and it's about spreading awareness. And it's very important. It also details the laws that Miss Joan went over earlier, and some of the roadblocks that she even ran into. One thing I will mention is that Miss Joan didn't she didn't find they didn't find the murderer right away. So there was a long period of time when the family was searching, and so you'll read about that in the book. And it is heartbreaking, and it is definitely something that we need to make sure that doesn't happen to any other family.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about, making it a safer place for everyone.
Okay, Miss Stephanie, if you're ready to close us out.
Yeah, thank you so much to Joan and Courtney for bringing this wonderful project into the world and just sharing Johnia's light with the world. We're all very fortunate to have such caring people as you two. So thank you all for that and for your dedication to making East Tennessee a better place. We really all appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening, everybody. Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.